Today we're working on a Ryobi 1600 PSI electric pressure washer, premium electric pressure washer. What the symptoms of this pressure washer is when you plug it in, nothing happens. Let me show you. So we take and we plug our pressure washer in, and even though it is showing green on the controller itself, pressure washer is dead. Let me bring you in a little bit. You can see there's power to the pressure washer, but nothing is happening as far as our power. So what we're going to do, unplug it, we're going to replace this pressure washer cord because it's likely a bad GFI. We're going to replace this pressure washer cord with a factory approved Ryobi power cord. No, we're not going to do that. What we are going to do is fix this with basically two tools. We have a pair of dikes and we have a screwdriver. Actually, it's going to be three tools because I will need a utility knife as well. Step number one, GFI that's not working. What are we going to do? Get rid of that. Now we need our utility knife. We're going to strip back a little bit of this insulation. Now this Ryobi we actually got refurbished. And it's been a really good device. You want to strip back about 1 inch. And if you don't have a tape measure, just stick your X-Acto, your utility knife blade all the way out and you can measure it that way. That's about 1 inch. Don't cut yourself here. You got to strip back this outside insulation. And once you strip this back, you're going to notice that there is 2 wires inside. You have your black, which will be our hot, and we have our white, which is our common wire. So go ahead and cut all the excess off. You still with me? You need to come in a little closer? Let's do that. Just so you can see, here's the inside of our wire. We have our black and our white. Now we need to strip off about 1/8, let's say 1/4 of an inch. Now since this is light gauge and we don't have all the tools at the moment, you can use your dikes. Just squeeze around a little bit and then squeeze around a little bit and then just pull the insulation off. Very simple. Again, you're going about 1/4 of an inch or 4/16. There we are. Now we're going to get our Ryobi approved plug-in. We got this for $2.99. All you have to do is take the 3 screws out that hold this in. 1 and number 2 and number 3. Now once you get this out, pull that inside out. Now this has a little clamp. Very simple. So just take your wire and stick it through first, through the back. Now what do you have? You have your black, your hot wire, and your white, your common wire. So if you look on your plug-in, you'll notice there is a copper wire or copper colored screw, and you have a chrome screw. Copper is going to be the black wire. On these they have a little bracket you can see. I'm just going to back this screw off a little bit so that you can fit your wire into this space between the screw and the base. You're just going to stick your black wire in there. See that? Tighten it up. Give it about 1 elbow pop. Actually, not even 1 elbow pop. Just tighten it decently. You don't have to go crazy on this. Okay? Same with the chrome side or our common wire. We're just backing this out. We're sticking our, if you twist these a little bit, twist our wire a little bit, it goes in a little easier. Stick that in there, and we're going to go ahead and tighten this down a little bit. You don't have to go crazy again. Okay, so we have our 120 volt connection on the end, and you notice these only go in one way. They have a little groove and a little slot. They only go in one way, so just line it up so that your groove and your slot, everybody's happy. Boom. Look at that. Okay? Now what do? We tighten our 3 screws down. 1, tighten 2, tighten 3. Okay? Now keep in mind that this little collar on the end is what keeps this wire from pulling out. It's basically a clamp, and again, you don't have to go too crazy on this. We're going old school, just hand tools, not even using anything fancy today, just to get this running so we can wash our truck. If you have a pressure washer that the GFI isn't working, again, should you do this? No. You should get the actual replacement cord and fix it properly, but sometimes you're in a bind. It's getting late, getting dark. We got to get this truck washed. So what are we going to do? We're going to make it happen with what we have. Put an end on your pressure washer. All right. Now, I'm going to back you up a little bit here. Okay, we have our OSHA approved end on our pressure washer, and we're going to plug it in. Now what? Again, this will get you going if you have a GFI that goes out on your pressure washer or any small appliance really. Again, don't do this at home. Don't try this at home. But if you need it in a pinch, it's getting dark, you need your truck washed by tomorrow, this is a simple way of getting it done. So anyway, thanks for coming along. We'll see you on the next video.